How's it going, guys? Thank you coming to you from Motorland Speed today. Today I'm going to be testing out my Pinku Style PS-01N2 Coilovers. These are going to be the next level up for the PS-01TS, which are good for street track. These are more tailored towards guys who just want to do track only because they're more expensive, they're nitrogen filled, they're just going to require more maintenance and things like that. So this is the next tier. With that being said, you can go ahead and utilize these from the street if you would like to. It's a big spin to utilize these on the street, and why am I saying this? Because I have different models. I got a track model, I got a street model. There's different levels for everybody out there. Everybody out there is racing, it's not doing the same thing. So today here, we're going to do is go over an MSP, get some data, collect some data, actually final data. I've already done my data. So this is pretty much myself showing you the final version. Gabby here, the son of Blue. Everything call it the son of Blue. But anyway, Gabby's a brainiac, but he's one of those brainiacs that actually likes cars and everything. So we've already done everything. I was going to do stuff before, but if you're on Thomas Train, so I got to get to my next meeting. But anyway, had Gabby here. We tested out the S2000 today with the PS-01N2 Coilovers, and he chased me around a little bit so you guys can see how that worked. But and essentially this video is not about that. This is about Gabby's experience here. So Gabby, like when's the last time you drove here at MSP?
It was probably about 3 years ago. Like that was just before Corona, actually.
Yeah, and you had the MRS.
Yeah, the MRS, and we had the S14. That was it was not safe at all. Little drift rocket.
Yeah. Overall, man, like I said, for the last, so we just got finished doing like a little side by side left seat and everything. So what would you say, like, since the last time you came here, you've been in the States, you're driving S2000, a bunch of your other cars there and everything. So do you feel like it's different this time? Even though, like, I mean, we only did like maybe 12 laps. You feel different this time, or is it about the same? Or did you learn anything?
Well, honestly, ever since I drove last, I've been doing a lot more racing stateside, doing a little bit of time attack courses over there, and over here it just felt like I had a lot more control, especially compared to back then. But I don't know, for me, the thing that really shocked me was the feeling of the clutch. Yeah. For some reason, it feels so much more like in tune with the clutch over here as opposed to the American clutches. But
your S2000 is an AP2?
Yes, it's an AP2 supercharged.
So, all right, so the issue with that is the mechanism. So you put AP1 on there, you feel AP2 has this thing where it drags the clutch, it makes it more soft. So if you've been driving that, that's why. So that the clutch, there's a damper that goes on there. So you essentially put AP. If you go on Google and search AP1 to AP2 to AP1 clutch, you'll see the whole right up.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's the only car you've been driving.
No, I drove a few other cars, but they're mostly the newer cars where it feels like it's like an electronic clutch that doesn't feel right.
Yeah. So AP2 newer older car, then a newer car. So you've pretty much been driving, like, you're being disconnected from like the older car. Like this is a 2003 or whatever, and the clutch is just stock.
Older than my car though.
Yeah. So and then this is a 2000 something like that. So you didn't drive that, but it has a XZD clutch in there, so it's actually really grabby. And it's AP1, so that it feels more direct and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, I mean, it's pretty cool. Like I said, I just want to get you out here and get you on the track and stuff like that. Wish you could have got Isaac on there. Sorry, Isaac, next time we'll get you on there.
He's on a flight right now, back home.
Yeah, he's going back home and everything. And then Alan was here yesterday and everything with the K car. But yeah, man. So one thing, you guys, like I mentioned in the beginning, guys, he's a brainiac. Like, so, if you tell him a little bit about, like, if you can talk about it.
Oh yeah, it's
okay. So just tell him a little bit about what you're doing, what you've been on for the last 3 or 4 years, man, and then yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I finished up my undergrad years at the University of the Pacific in Stockton, and now I'm going to Dugoni Dental School over in San Francisco. And pretty much going through dental school, and spare time I play Yu-Gi-Oh, fighting games, all that stuff. I need something to take my time over here in dental school.
Nice.
It's brutal, but it feels good to be back home, honestly.
Yeah. So and when we were talking on the way, so essentially when you finish, like when you finished. So what are you completing? You're going to go back soon for a ceremony. So that's pretty much the.
Oh yes, it's the white coat ceremony, where I've just finished up all my didactics and stuff, and now we're going to start to actually see patients.
Okay.
So I'm just studying up, preparing for that, and just taking a little rest.
You'll be doing it in California?
Yes, I'll be doing it in California, but once I leave, I committed to the Navy, and I'll be going to training right after I finish up my dental school.
Right, and that's why, because they were talking the other day, so your ID is 01 on it already, and then like you'll essentially go right to 03, so you skip all the BS, you get paid more than other guys, so like you're going to be hated by a lot of people, but it's like, hey man, like you could have been a doctor as well, you know what I mean, so.
Oh yeah, but it's just really brutal, and really just, I kept my grades up, and did what I could, and I landed the HPST scholarship program, and got really lucky with it.
Nice. So guys, are you on Instagram or?
Yes I am. I'm S2000 Gabe.
S2000 Gabe. S2000 Gabe. That's so many names I don't remember. So S2000 Gabe, I'll put his information on there. Don't bother him, but he's very busy with his stuff, man. But if you guys are seriously into, I'm talking about seriously, like you got your own like dental tools, like you're that ready. So it's like if you're seriously ready for it, man, hit him up and he'll probably say, hey man, you start here, and then you got to start there and everything. It's not gonna be easy, man. And we were just joking, like he's gonna be 03, but hey man, like it's the other 03s didn't go through all the school you had to go through to do what he's gonna do, man. So hey man, it's we were just talking on the way up here too. Some jobs make a lot more money and quicker and things like that, but it's just like, hey man, you have to put in the certs and in computer stuff, computer, so Cisco plus network plus all that stuff like that. You have to do all that stuff on your own, pay for it out of pocket, then you get a job, hopefully. and get the money back. So only thing separating him and you from doing what you want to do is pretty much the books and the process, man. So again, we don't want to get all preachy and educational in a car channel and everything, but yeah, man, we're all, I like it because we're all bigger than cars. That's why I was actually like what you do, because there'll be somebody watching this that's like, you're Dano, like I'm a Dano guy, and so let's be friends and stuff like that. So, but yeah, man, so after you go through this last couple questions, man, after you go through like your schooling, well, your schooling is about to be done and you're going to start working on actual people, man. So once you get situated into your field and you're not, what do you call it, your resident or?
Yeah, residency.
Once you finish your residency, so what car are you going to buy first?
Honestly, not too sure, but I know I promised my dad a GT3, so once he's all settled, then
you gotta buy him a GT3.
Yes, sir. He's been asking me that for years. So once I get him situated, then probably gonna try to find maybe an RX-7, because I know my brother's getting one, and that seems like it'd be a fun drive.
Yeah, so pretty much he's using, so Lou's put his son through school to buy him a GT3. So it's pretty cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, hey, he's not lying about it. We were just saying on the way up here too. Some people do, they put their kids in certain situations and they're hard on them because they don't have a plan for themselves and their kid is their meal ticket. Lou, he's just probably he's probably like not really expecting to really buy one. He might be BSing a little bit, but maybe he's serious. But
I know, I do dentistry because I like doing it. And, hey, I got to pay back my pops for giving me here.
Yeah, man, that is true, man. So again, guys, this is going to be a quick one. I'm going to get home again. I got another engagement here, but yeah, man, I just wanted to bring. Again, we were here yesterday, but there was some horse thing going on, and I've been here literally 15 years, and that's never happened. They were selling race horses for a lot of money, and you can't make noises because the horses get startled. They trample somebody dies, horses dies, they shoot them all in the head, they make glue and stuff like that. All the normal stuff that you do in a normal day. But so yeah, we came here today on a really truncated schedule. Got 2 sessions in. We're gonna head back and everything. Gabby's gonna go soon, and OPSEC, we're not saying what date she's leaving, stuff like that, and do his white coat ceremony and stuff like that. So again, if you're seriously interested in dentistry and going to the Navy and stuff like that, shoot him a message. I'm pretty sure he'll reply when he has time because he's busy with stuff like that. For me, download PinkuStyle.com for everything. Again, the suspension worked out pretty well. I could do some more tuning on it because I got actually a +1 setup. I got 19s in the rear and 18s in the front, which makes the car feel really funny. And it's just this was just what I had laying around. So ideally, you want to have the same size, unless you're like a NSX, which you got to tune for that +1 setup and everything, or +1 or -1, however you like to run that. So it's gonna be Dice signing out. Gabby here. We'll see you guys later. Peace.